All right. It says we are live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 58, I think it is, of the Zero Hour Podcast. Our guests are running a little late, so hopefully they show up. So I am here with my co-host, Mark, and our pretty much regular guest anymore, Merman Impress, which, hey, we're always happy to have you on. So anytime
I love coming.
It's perfectly fine with us. So y'all introduce yourself, and in case we got some new people around here, you never know.
Well, I'm Mark, and I'm half-ass ready. So welcome to the jungle. We do this based on what y'all put in the chat. So put something in the chat you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it.
Yep. I'm Landon with Merman Impress. Kind of the, I guess, combat advisor to the show at this point.
Yeah. Combat / security, sure. Sounds about right. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. It's been raining on and off here. I did not get my grass mowed because it would not stop raining long enough. Mm-hmm. We didn't get like a lot of rain, but it would rain for 10 minutes, and then an hour later it'd rain another 10 minutes, and then so it just stayed wet enough that I didn't get it done. So whatever. Hey, Orlando Prepper, good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see everybody as always. Glad you could stop by. Little Lone Prepper and James and Maggie and King Corso, and who else we got in here? Gigi's Garden and Hobson, good to see you. Billy. So yeah, anything you guys want to talk about tonight, just drop in the chat. If not, we'll just start jabbering about random stuff. Who knows? So,
well, James wants to talk about cyber attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there was an apparent cyber attack on the water system somewhere up in Minnesota. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yep.
So that is a current event that's going on. I didn't.
It's a couple of different places. It's a lot of small municipalities.
Yeah.
No Claymore, Kane.
Yeah.
Not yet. But yeah, it was. It's called a ransomware attack. They changed a lot of passwords to these municipalities to try to control the actual water filtration inputs, and they were somewhat successful in some places. And the S2 said it, but I was reading about it yesterday. All these municipalities just kind of went over to the wall and unplugged the router, which is not the thing to do if it's all running. You basically have to trust that some of these very few employees that some of these municipalities can run that facility by hand, basically. Yeah. And I don't think facilities are set up for that as good as maybe they should be.
Well, if they would run closed circuit programs, you could anytime you expose those programs to the internet, you open yourself up to be hacked. Move to my right.
I can see you just fine.
Oh, I see what he's talking about. There's a glare coming off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's made it worse. Hold on.
Well, and I mean, locally, our water treatment facility, just the tanks where they separate, where they put the stuff in to get the sediment down to the bottom and push it through into the other tank, just those couple tanks. I mean, that's thousands and thousands and thousands of gallons of water. And I've seen the gate, some of the water gates on those things. I don't remember seeing a crank on them, just exposing the tanks to clear them so that whatever's going on I'm sure it's a nightmare. And the pumps are all digital. Well, if the pump's digital over there and my building is 500 yards that way, I promise you there is not a wire going 500 yards to that building. It is a wireless connection to that, and that can be lost anyway. It's I don't think they had the infrastructure in place to even consider being able to run that without some kind of, web interface, and that's just scary. Because a lot of people, they're already under boil water advisories just as a precaution because they don't know when it will shut off. They're preemptively putting out a boil water warning so that, like, if something comes out of this and the water shuts off, it's already out there. So I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard of that.
Well, it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
It's causing panic.
Mm-hmm.
If they shut down one town out of the how many millions of towns of municipal water supplies in America,
Right.
they managed to shut one down, and I don't know if they even managed to do that. But you shut down one place, and it causes a panic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we? Why are we preppers?
Exactly.
So we don't panic, right?
Yep.
We are prepared to not have water, not have a global food supply chain coming into our house for every day. We're prepared for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So there you go.
And what I would tell people to prepare, especially if you're living in this area, drive a little farther away, place where it wasn't affected, not the next town over, the next town over, like an hour away. Get a couple 5-gallon tanks of water just for like emergency use. And if you don't already have one, get a pot for boiling water. The bigger, the better. A damn crawfish boil pot. Something that you can boil a crap ton of water at a time and then get 2 of them. Get the clean water, put it in the sink, put a lid on it, boil another set, and when you run out, just cycle them out. If you're just 3 people in a house, all right, you only need, let's say you need this much water. I'm not even going to put numbers on it. You need this much water to live every day, right? So 3 people, right? There we go. There's that much water. If you need to bathe, wash dishes, cook food, it's this plus a growing amount.
Yep.
As far as the eye can see. That amount, you don't know the minimum. You know the minimum to stay alive, but you don't know the minimum you're going to need.
Right.
That minimum, you need to be able to do it in one go. I mean, if you can boil 1,000 gallons of water, do it. Right? And if you can't do that, that's the optimum. If I can't boil 1,000 gallons of water in an hour, then I need to mass scale 5 gallons at a time, or 3 gallons at a time, 1 gallon at a time. Something you can cycle through over the course of a couple hours. You have enough water to survive, plus a little bit more. There you go. Because every time, if I'm making the water I need to survive, every time I boil water, it just goes into the stack that's already clean. So, and filling up your bathtubs and stuff for, flushing toilets and whatnot.
Yep. In your pockets.
This is an LBT 6094A plate carrier. They make the new model now, and it's super expensive all of a sudden because of Berry compliance. 3 AR mags and an S-Tech Kiwi up front. Slick on the sides. I got a mag in the radio pocket, mag in the radio pocket. I've got a mag of hot shit in a LBT mag pouch, and then a trauma kit with trauma kits over here. Trauma kit, scissors, blowout, whatever, and then a Milwaukee Kydex radio pouch. And then I got a Velcro panel on the back. That's it. And then I got a cool patch that says I'm here for cigars.
Yep.
That's it.
Welcome in all the new people coming in. Good to see everybody. Our guests are running late, so I don't know what's going on with that, but that's okay. You can listen to the 3 of us ramble on. Good to see everybody. Voodoo, welcome in. I was just talking to Voodoo over on Prepper Now's channel. We did a little round table over there.
Yep.
Chance, good to see you.
And GG,
So, if anybody has any questions,
a pressure canner is great for cleaning your water.
Yep.
It actually cleans it faster.
Yes, way faster.
It will come to a boil faster, and it uses pressure to force it to a boil quicker. So yeah, pressure canner works great for distilling water. Only thing about it, you have to wait till the little jiggle button cools down before you can drink it. But
Yep.
it works great.
And what is the metric? It's 1 gallon of water rolling boil for 7 minutes. That's it.
At sea level.
At
right?
sea level, it's 1 gallon of water rolling boil, not bubbles coming up off the bottom. Like
Right.
rippling top
Yeah.
is a rolling boil for 7 minutes.
Right. So-
There's no temperature, there's no nothing. It just has to be boiling for that amount of time.
Right. Yeah. And Chance, welcome in. So,
Yeah.
But
And I
yeah,
think with
go ahead.
water's definitely going to be a problem with all these data centers, and the rivers out west are drying up because they haven't got enough snowfall in the Rockies over the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Lake Mead and Lake Powell are in big trouble. So and back here in my area, there's water sources all over the place. There's ponds and rivers and streams, and there you can get water as long as you know how to purify it. And out there, they don't really have that option. If they're a couple big lakes dry up, they're in big trouble. So
Well, they have an option. Get the hell out of there.
well, yeah, right. I mean,
But don't come here.
Reason why nobody lived in Vegas until they built this huge dam.
Yeah.
right,
So there's a reason nobody lived in those places.
exactly.
Now that we can technologically make your life bearable in those places, we move there, right?
Right.
Get the hell out.
But then them systems fail and you're in trouble.
Right. And again, if you live in those places, you need to be completely aware of what systems you are dependent upon for your survival and prepare accordingly. Right?
Yeah.
It's all about the plan. Here we are talking about making plans again. But that's what preppers do. That's what we do. And hats off to you folks who tune in here on Sunday night, who tune in to all of the contributors who are into this program, into the prepping game. Tip my hat to y'all, because we're the 8%, whatever it is now. It might be a little more than 8% now, but
we might be up to like 10, but still.
But if it's 20, there's 20% of the people who are not going to be a burden on rescue workers and other things, right? So, hey, V, good to see you. But
and we were talking, and we mention this every week about you need to have a plan.
Right.
Everybody's plan is going to be different. So,
sure.
Like I said, I was just on Prepper Now. Well, we had a lady on there who I'd never met before. She was Hawaii prepper, right? She said, she was talking about her situation. She can't bug out. She's on an island. Right. Where are you going to go?
Yeah,
if the volcano blows, you're just dodging lava because you can't, So her situation's a whole lot different than mine or Mark's or Landon's, And then even you look at Vanessa, Vanessa's out in Arizona.
She's in the desert.
It's kind of hard to, go on 100-mile bug out when you'd have to carry that much water with you because, again, like back here, there's water everywhere. I can find water. Out there, you don't have that option. So everybody's plan is going to be different.
Yeah. Yeah. Pete, me and Roman Prepper the other day had a long conversation about, he's in Texas and he has a long bug out to find water. So he's a bug in guy, right? He's a bug in guy. He has to be. You have to be cognizant of your area where you're at. Again, most of us on the Eastern Seaboard, most of us, I say, are well blessed with water sources, regularly intervals, so we could move anywhere we need to move, on foot or not, on a bicycle, whatever. But
it's kind of like comedy. These big comics, they have a tight 5, right? They can pack a joke into 3 minutes and it be really powerful. the type 5 for prepping is the short-term replacement of something and you be comfortable. It's the I don't need to purify water because I have this much water stored, right? Or I don't need food because I have this whatever. Or I don't need to worry about boiling water. I've got a spring right here and I've got, a hand crank down to it. It's the type 5 for something like this, especially with the water treatment, just like, yes, you will have water. Okay, that actually alleviates some of the things that, toilets are still going to run. Showers are still going to run until they turn the water off. Like, okay, just don't open your mouth when you shower. Make sure the water isn't super acrid. You don't want to be washing in dirty water. But there is a finesse when a situation like that comes up. It is a regional, disaster or a local disaster for you. If you can just take this much burden off of that and, do what you need to do to help out the community. I mean, that's really what it's all about for that stuff in my book.
Yeah.
I like Shelley's comment. That was, and you're right, Shelley. Everybody needs a bug out plan. That if that's plan H, plan A may be for you, maybe plan H for me, but whatever. But you definitely need a bug out. Yes, but that's my contingency. Is I bug out when my house is burned down. That's when my bug in location's gone. But yes, I have a bug out plan. Landon has a bug out plan. OVP has a bug out plan. We all have a bug out plan, and you have to. And you also have to have everything you need in a bug out vehicle that you're going to carry it with, whether that vehicle is a backpack or an actual vehicle. Mm-hmm. You need all of you. That bug out thing has to be ready right now.
Yeah,
right now, because that flood, that fire, that earthquake could happen right now. So if your bug out bag, whatever you want to call it, isn't ready right now, then get off of this podcast and go get that ready. Because that is a bug out plan.
And my trauma kit on my headrest. I can pack that if I can, right? Do I keep a case of water in the truck? Yeah, I could throw a bunch of bottles of water in the empty space. Fine. There's several layers to how, like your bug out plan. Like for me, my bug out plan is to get to people, and if I have to come back, and hopefully I own 100 acres around it. That's what I want. Do I have that? Hell no.
Nope. No, I'm with you. Yeah, I like it, OVP. Chance, that's kind of my plan too, blaming on OVP. But, again, bugging out's my last plan. But, I just, we all need a bug out plan. We all need a bug in plan. I mean, we need lots of plans. So,
yes. Sorry about the buffering, guys. It may be me. We've had some storms in the areas, and there isn't one right here, but it does look a little bleak. So, a problem or what? But hopefully it clears up, and looks like it's okay right now. So hopefully it stays that way.
Well, good, Marie. Well, welcome in, Marie. Glad you come by. We love old preppers. We love new preppers. We love preppers.
Yeah, welcome in.
The more crazies in the damn crazy house, the better we like it.
I think it's because we have a good mix of like younger folks, older folks, men, women, just in the whole crew.
Yeah, we do.
We don't give one avenue. We can kind of tailor very, very efficiently.
Yeah, and I love we have some very experienced preppers in the chat.
Oh yes.
And I love the fact that they are willing to chime in on any subject also. In fact, I learn a lot from the chat while we're here every Sunday night. I always learn something from you guys. So,
yeah, and we do. Y'all go check out Voodoo Queen sometime. she's very knowledgeable, really knows what she's doing. Great information. Yeah, I mean, we've got some great people in the chat.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. But
And of course, anybody who wants to drop their link, go ahead and do it.
yeah, by all means. If you want to drop your link in there, drop your link.
Or have, tell one of the mods to drop your link or whatever. Yeah, we're not, there's channels out there that don't like you talking about other channels. None of us are like that. We help kind of promote everybody. And so feel free. So somebody drop Voodoo Queen's link. Like I said, she's awesome. So.
But well, good, James. I'm glad we've been a blessing to somebody. So
Yeah, and it is nice to hear that sometimes, because there are times when you kind of think you're beating your head against a wall. So, it is nice to hear that sometimes you actually are doing some good.
Yeah, it's well, and I've watched people get so much better. Maggie, perfect example, Brooklyn girl. Maggie has improved. She has improved her station in prepping, and she's in a difficult location to prep at, right? She's in a very, very urban area. And so she has to think outside the box, and she's willing to share where her mind goes outside the box with us every Sunday night. Every time I see Maggie in a chat, she shares, her thoughts on things, but I appreciate her a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not in an urban setting. Okay. Landon and I both are in a very rural area. So we have a way different way of looking at prepping than Maggie does. So, but yes, Maggie has gained some super first aid skills, but that's exciting to see Maggie, because when she first started with us, probably about a year ago or so, Maggie had a lot of questions, and she aggressively sought out the answers to the questions that she had. And that's what you have to do. Again, OVP, me, Landon, we may not be the answer. We may not know the answer. You have to be aggressive to find it out. I mean, you have to go up there and find it out. So,
but if you ask us, we may be able to send you to somebody who does know the answer.
There you go. And if not, I guarantee you somebody in this chat knows someone who can help you. So, I mean, that goes for radios, whatever it is you're looking for. There are very knowledgeable people on any of those. And I didn't even see CV sneak in. Good to see you, buddy.
Well, it's really hard for any of us to just master the one thing, and we want so many things. We get decent at a bunch of stuff, and then we get better than decent at a few things. That's my problem, right? I'm a Renaissance man. I am a master of nothing.
Right.
But the things I do know very well, I those are the things that I went way out of my way to learn. I mean, well out, like paying for classes and going out of my way to find something at a community college, or be like, hey, that's not in my job requirements, but can I go to that? Like that kind of thing.
Right. Hey, look who showed up.
Hey.
So, I think I need
for 2 weeks now.
I need to buy Amy a watch.
Well, set it to Eastern Standard Time before you send it to her, okay?
Well,
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea.
Amy refuses to put stuff on her like Google Calendar on her phone and set a reminder, which she always has her phone. She prefers to put our bills on a paper calendar screwed to the back of our door. I'm like, that doesn't help us when we're at the store or we're out doing something and we think about it. We're not at home at the calendar bolted to the door.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you put it on if you put it on a Google Calendar, you can share it with me and I can add stuff to it and I can view it anywhere on the planet. No, I want a paper one.
So what did we miss? Y'all got to start over. We got like
Everything.
Okay, let's start over.
Everything.
We were talking about a little. So, for anybody who don't know, this is Chris and Amy. They are Leonard Mountain Homesteading. I'm sure somebody will drop their link. And we've had them on a few times before. We always enjoy talking to them because as preppers, the prepping community and like the bushcrafting community and the homesteading community all kind of intertwine. And the reason for that is if you start out a prepper and then you kind of maybe learn some bushcrafting survival skills, and if you stay on the path, eventually you end up being a homesteader. So it's kind of a natural progression down the line. And so if y'all got any questions for Chris and Amy,
the way I've always looked at it is to be a homesteader is to be more self-sufficient. So to do that, it kind of helps to be prepared. So it's like the gateway drug into homesteading and prepping, kind of like one leads into the other. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of us start in bushcrafting because it seems so fun if you've never done it before. And then you realize I can do a bunch of this myself.
Right.
I don't need to go to Lowe's every time I need something. Like I've got this tool and this tool. I can make it work.
Well, I've heard it said several times, and I'm not going to quote anybody because I've heard 1,000 people say it. Mm-hmm. Your best prep or your best, in my case, tool is what you know how to do. If I know how to do it, then I don't have to. One, I don't have to pay somebody else to do it. Two, I don't have to go source it to just buy a new one if I can fix it or make one or whatever. And bushcraft is just really fancy old school camping, not glamping, not her kind of camping, not that kind of fancy. But like, I can take a stick and make a stake to hold something down, and if I have string, I can make a ridgeline, and I can make debris into what I need it to be. I mean, it's nice for the survival part of prepping.
Mm.
It makes camping in the woods with very little stuff really, really nice. If you can make stuff out of woods into something you can use to make your overnighter a little more bearable.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of people think, that going out camping like that is like, and it's really, primitive and it's going to be hard. And no, if you learn the skills, it's not near as bad as you think.
You can make it really nice, and you have to carry less stuff in because you know how to use what is already out there in the woods. You don't have to carry as much crap.
Yeah. But again,
exactly.
But I think we talk so much about long-term survival on these, and that's not long-term. When you're living off bushcraft, you're not long-term in it, right?
No.
I mean, they do it on TV on That Alone Show, 30-something days, and they damn near get eaten by a bear every friggin' week. But ours is mostly ours is long-term stuff. But having said that, bushcrafting is an important skill to know. They're all important skills, but like being a handyman, did Chris and Amy freeze up there?
A little bit.
Yep,
there we go.
Kind of unfreezing now, but there they are. They're working now. Okay, I thought y'all froze up for a minute there.
No, we're just really good at being really still.
Yeah,
I see that. Y'all are fantastic at it.
Ninja still.
But yeah, the bushcrafting is kind of like, you will use it to a point, because if you're bugging out and it's going to take you 2 days to get to your bug out location, along the way, you're going to use some of them skills, like building a shelter and start fires and
Sure.
things like that along your way. Now, no, you're not going to go live in the woods for 20 years or whatever, but those skills are going to come in handy, and especially if anything long-term happens, because eventually you're, no matter how much stuff you've stocked, it's never going to last forever.
Right.
So you're going to need to learn how to do some things other than just store supplies.
Eventually, your Bic lighter is going to run out of Bic lighter juice.
Yes.
It's going to happen. So you need to know how to start a fire without your Bic lighter.
Right.
I agree 100%. But
100
But
years ago, they didn't have recliners.
Right. Well, and I like what Chris was talking about earlier too. The handyman skills, right? Knowing a little bit about plumbing, electrical, mechanical, carpentry.
I love your handyman series, by the way.
I was just gonna say that y'all need to go watch more Handyman.
Well,
You know,
it's also funny because it's my dad. It's like it's a cool. These are talks my dad gave me, and now I have them forever. Like I love that.
I didn't think of that, but
That's funny. But that's
I wish I had my dad's stuff recorded from my whole life.
yeah.
I told him to do it for me, and he did.
Yeah, I enjoy the handyman video series. I enjoy it a lot. But I enjoy, and I said that in those videos, I enjoy that part of my life.
Mhm.
I enjoy not having to pick up the phone. I think it should be an automatic revocation of your man card if you have to have someone come and fix a little drippy faucet. Okay.
yeah,
Now, look,
especially in this day and
if
age.
the septic tank's destroyed, different story. Okay. But
Right.
you should be able to fix a dripping faucet. Okay.
Yeah, especially in this day and age, because even if you don't know how to do it, there's a video that should figure it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Go to YouTube
So-
University.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, but what happens if the grid's down and you don't have YouTube University? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I just feel like
That's
we
true.
You
should
need,
still-
you need. There's certain things you should just know.
right. Well, and
Yeah,
again,
you
man,
should
you can watch a guy put a window motor in the door of his car, right? You can watch that guy do that on YouTube, but you still have to understand righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Right.
You
Right.
you still need some mechanical skill to understand what that man's saying. Flip this little clip out. I don't know, man. I just feel like you need to do these things, not just watch these things.
Yeah, you should have a basic understanding. You should be able to do a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of electricity. I'm not saying you need to be a journeyman or anything like that.
No, I'm not either. No, that's
But-
not what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you should have, like you said, if your faucet starts leaking or something, you should have enough basic knowledge to go, I can figure this out. I can handle this,
And again, and that's the thing. And see, growing up on this farm, there weren't technical manuals laying around. There weren't YouTube channels that I could pick up on a rotary dial telephone, right? So there's a reason why people my age have an advantage over people Landon's age, is because we spent our lives figuring things out, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we
Into
get
that.
into that safe, right? So we have a critical mind for solving problems, not just working on your car, not just figuring out problems, because we've had to critically think our way through our entire life, and there's not a lot of challenge that way anymore. You can find the information readily at your fingertips nowadays. And look, by all means, use that. It sure beats the hell out of paying a mechanic. I dig you.
Right.
I'm by no means telling y'all to not do that. But I'm just saying, sometimes a little critical thinking will take you a long way.
Mm-hmm.
And in SHTF situation, I feel like critical thinkers, people who can solve problems on the fly, are going to survive longer than those who can't.
Definitely. I agree with that statement 100%.
A show I'd wish they'd bring back. Do y'all remember The Colony on Discovery?
Vaguely.
Where they put like random people together. They'd put like a nurse practitioner, an auto mechanic, a dude who was a waiter, and then like weird trades and just random people in a group. And then they put them in this area, and a lot of the show was Hollywooded, but they'd give them a problem, be like, hey, listen, world's ended. Y'all are here. Start, this is your building you live in. Work it out. And, they made all the weird stuff, gasifiers and whatever. And they would have to like venture out for supplies, and they would send like, hey, we're looking for car batteries to power this thing. Send the mechanic with the group. And he would be out there like, I'm looking for a battery, and this is the shape I want it in. Like they would give like pretty useful information through the way. But for the most part, these people were actually in this situation, just simulated. And then later in the show, they'd bring in like roving traders and stuff, and showing how to barter and things. It got a little wonky, but the show at its core was really neat. It was like Survivor Man, but prepping. It was just a cross between like actually doing it and simulating it. And they did such a good job explaining some of the things. And I swear that show was last seen in like 2008, maybe. It's probably on YouTube, but I mean, what a wild show.
Yeah.
So
that was a cool show. I remember that show.
Yeah. So I got a question for Chris and Amy. If you were just going to start out homesteading today from scratch, day one, what would you do first to start that start on that path?
Probably what we went and did today, and while we were late, we went and got a tractor. Now, we had a tractor before today, but we went and got a tractor today because it was a smoking deal. But we have found that a tractor, better living through hydraulics, is a lifesaver when you're 40. Because I pulled a lot of rocks out of this mountain with a rock bar and leverage, and I never ever want to do that again.
Amen.
A tractor
I can understand
is
that.
a lifesaver as far as moving stuff or picking stuff up or flattening stuff out or whatever. So we went and got a 59 Massey Ferguson 50 today because I wanted an old one, because the one we got is all computerized and hydrostatic and blah, 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 all the things. And there's 9,000 moving parts, and they're all made in Korea. This one is made in Wisconsin.
Good.
And I can work on it because everything about it is mechanical. It's like the brake lever is literally moving a piece of metal around. It pushes the brake pad up into the thing, and you can't hurt this thing like you can the new stuff. So I was looking for an old one, and I found one. But that would be one of the biggest things I would say to start on, is get even if it is an old one, go get an old tractor, something that you can like kind of bang on and not have to worry about it hurting it.
To be able to
jerk a tree out of the ground or move stuff or what happens if the storm knocks the tree down and you didn't have a choice and the tree fell over and you just have to move it so you can get out of your driveway. I'm not moving that tree by myself with any kind of hurry. It's going to take me a minute. But with a tractor, you can just chain up to it and drag it out of your way and get out of your driveway if your house is on fire. I mean, the scenarios are endless. I need to get out of my driveway right now. I don't have time to go get a chainsaw and cut this thing up and make it into firewood. I need to get out of the driveway right now. One of my kids, the tree fell on one of the kids, and I need to get the kid to the hospital, and I can't because my car's on the other side of the wrong tree. And
Makes sense.
Doing it by hand is possible, but it would take a lot longer than hooking the chain to the tractor and dragging it out of the way and braking for hell.
Yeah.
I like that answer, because that's probably not what I would have thought as the first.
She would have went and bought chickens.
Probably, yeah.
No. Listen.
57 chickens and nowhere for them to sleep.
Now listen.
Poor things.
Ask me how I started the homestead, and ask me how I think we should start the homestead or should have started the homestead.
Not the same answer.
Not the same answer.
No.
So don't do what I did.
She went out and got a pig, and I was like, "Where's it going to sleep?" She's like, "We can't just throw it in the chicken pen for tonight." I'm like, "Well, I guess we're going to, because it has nowhere to sleep, and it's not sleeping in the house with us."
Pigs eat chicken too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? We've all preppers and homesteaders, and we've all been down there.
Little, so we didn't have to worry about all that. But she had a goat in the house for a week and a half.
Well, I remember she
I
had
don't wanna
chickens in there
ruin- I
not
don't
too
want
long
to
ago.
vote for Ruby.
Oh yeah, there was chickens in here too.
Yeah, we had to shut the chickens up because
Yeah.
we're going live. Like your chickens are noisy. No barnyard animals in the house.
But yeah, we've all,
Currently.
you know, if you go back, if you go back to when we all started, we probably all would have done something different because, you know, we didn't know what we were doing. You know, we just said we need to do
Right.
something. So we did something, and maybe the something wasn't always right. Maybe we'd like to go back and change it. But hey, at least we were
But
doing
hey,
something.
you're moving. You're moving forward. At least you're moving.
Yep.
You might have
Right,
to circle back and fix stuff, but at least you're moving. Anything moving forward is better than sitting here thinking about it. So,
Yeah, sitting around and waiting. Yep.
I saw a question for Pops.
Yeah, I've
What-
seen Granny.
10 tools from your handyman series that are like the first things people should go get.
Well, okay, so you have to have. I would purchase a set of pliers. Okay, needle nose, channel lock pliers, regular groove pliers. Need a set of pliers, a set of screwdrivers, a hammer. Personally, I think you need a speed square or a framing square. Not be you're necessarily going to be cutting things, but that helps you find things. That as long as your house is plumbing square, you'll find things easier with a square. But you need a tape measure. That tape measure, I probably put number one. You need a tape measure. Everybody needs a tape measure. But you can do a lot of home repairs with a set of screwdrivers and a hammer. You can do a lot. But you need cutting tools. Probably a hacksaw because you can cut pipe and other things with a hacksaw if you're doing a plumbing job. But you also need a wood saw also to cut wood because you're going to have to block out things so you can fix things. But a good set of hand tools is invaluable to anybody if you're a prepper or a homesteader. And when I say hand tools, I'm talking about sling blades, shovels, square and round point, grubbing hoe, whatever you call them in your neighborhood. We call it a grubbing hoe here, pickaxe, whatever you want to call it. An axe, a big axe and a little axe, tomahawk, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you hand tools are important. In fact, I did a video about hand tools too. So you need hand tools, and you need to know how to keep those hand tools sharp and serviceable. If you have an axe and it's not sharp, you might as well get your damn claw hammer out. Okay. Because it not only
tool maintenance is a big thing.
it's
Yeah.
huge. It's if you buy a hand tool, go immediately to YouTube and pull up that video on how to take care of that hand tool.
Yeah, how to maintain it. Because a dull axe is a door prop.
Yeah, and it's dangerous. You can hurt
Oh, yeah.
yourself.
You can't do nothing with it.
Battery operated everything.
Welcome.
Yeah, and
in,
I
Jason.
think-
Don't want to become a casualty.
Well, I agree with CV too. They make very good socket sets now that have open end box end wrenches in them also that fit in their own little box and you can store them away. They're not exactly cheap, but you need a good set of hand tools. I mean, to be a handyman, especially after SHTF, you will need tools. I have way more tools than I need. Well, not really. I don't have all the tools I want,
Yeah.
but I have a lot of tools. I have a lot of specialty tools.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Milwaukee tools out there in the van that my predecessors don't have or didn't have. My guys I work with now don't have, and I really don't need. We can get it done manually, but they
Right.
make our job easier. So why not have it? I can have it, so why not? I know
There
how
you
to do it. Like I know how to put a flashing on with a sheet metal hammer and a roofing nail, but I also have a roofing nailer. So it just lift the shingle and bang, 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 bang. It's faster. It's easier. It's less times I hit my thumb. So, because you know what, holding up a shingle and holding down a flashing and then holding a nail and hammering the nail,
And then driving it.
that's 4 hands, and I've only got 2.
Yep, that's why I have a needle nose pair of
Yeah.
well, that's why I have a needle nose pair of channel locks for driving that finish nail in the corner when you're putting down baseboard.
Mm.
Because you can't hold that nail and not hit your
You
thumb.
can't hold it. You know,
So I
it's not
went and bought,
when you hit your thumb. It's how many times are you going to hit your thumb?
yeah. Well, I also went and purchased a Porter Cable nail battery powered nail gun too. So I don't even have to worry about holding the nail now.
Oh, I saw a comment about screws and nails. Listen,
Yeah.
if you are going, if you're going to start building stuff on your house, use the same head pattern for everything.
Yep.
Pick one. I don't care which, square, whatever, but make sure everything's the same because you're going to be cussing yourself when you go take it apart.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
And if do what?
I was just saying hi to Indy.
Oh, well, and if you are looking to buy like bulk screws and nails, you can buy the gallon of the same screw from whatever different lengths from your local hardware store, or if you want to deal with the headache, you can go to Habitat for Humanity. There's one everywhere. They sell, restored or resellable equipment. There's something like that near you. I promise. Everybody has one. And they use that money to house homeless veterans, which is just awesome. But you can buy buckets of old screws that people donated, buckets of old nails, horseshoe nails. You don't know what you're getting, but you'll have a size for everything. And that's not the worst way to start. Now, once you get a good amount of nails and screws, you need to start universally be like, from now on, I am buying hex head screws. I am buying Phillips head screws, flat head screws, whatever, and have that be. And if you're going to go ahead and do that, go ahead and buy the bit set from Lowe's because you're gonna piss yourself off eventually.
Yeah.
Guys, when this stream's over and it downloads into an actual video, it takes a while. Go back through, watch all the comments, and subscribe to all these channels. Steel and Tree and Vanessa's been dropping all kinds of links. So there's all kinds of links in there to all kinds of great channels that we all follow. So when you get a chance, go back through and subscribe to all these channels, like Vision Preparedness, who has graced us with his presence tonight. Trent, it's good
I've
to see.
seen him sneak in late.
Yeah, and Independent Men United does a great stream on Monday nights.
Yeah, I love Andy's channel.
So go check all these guys out when you get a chance, guys. Now, I know it's hard to watch everybody. I don't get a chance to watch near as much as I'd like to, but I try to spread myself around as much as possible. So, but yeah, I mean,
Oh no, Vision's gonna make me go on Amazon and buy something else, ain't
yeah.
he? Dang it.
Oh, you're welcome, Indy.
So
yeah,
that's cool though, Vision, Trent, and my neighbor come down the other day,
Look.
and he has just purchased a new solar generator, and his solar panel
Turn it on. Say hi.
doesn't hook to his solar generator. So So I had to use my solar generator toolkit to fix his solar generator. So yay for me and yay for you, Trent, for telling me to do that.
I think she just come out to see the dog.
Of course.
There is something I wanted to talk about now that we're in kind of the short rows.
Yeah.
The Twin Falls shooting the other day, because Pops knows this about me. If there is an active shooter event, I research it. I will Google it to the ends of the earth. I'll get on Google Maps and Google Earth and look at the land, get the terrain model up here so I can see what I would have done if I was there. It also helps if you have an adversary to look at things as your adversary would look at it. How would I carry out the attack? How would I do this? And go into that, and then go back to yourself, right? And say, yeah, I would do this if this was happening. The big what if game we all play.
Yep.
So if y'all saw the video of the dude in the boonie hat with the suppressed 5.7 shooting at that guy,
Your dog.
looking at the map of where he was shooting to was about 50 yards with a pistol. And that guy has a YouTube channel. His name is Poverty Operator. And he just kind of like shows cheap ways to train, and it's kind of like what I do. And his channel, he's kind of a dork, but he's a cool dude. Like his channel was, I'm like, man, you get me and I get you. Like, I get it. Well, what he basically saw the shooter and just engaged him, and then the shooter ran off and committed seppuku. Okay. Because he encountered resistance, and apparently the fire he laid down, which was he didn't fire half a mag, he fired a few rounds. And that was just from the video, but from what I'm hearing from the scene, he didn't fire but like 6-7 rounds from 50 yards, and the guy went, nope, too much, and ran off and shot himself. So that reinforces to me everything I've been saying for a long time. Me and Pops talk about this all the time. Carry your damn gun with you everywhere you go if you plan on doing something, about an active shooter event when it happens. I felt like that needed to be a mass message, and I'm going to be doing a video very soon about it, because I'm just fired up that even.
I think there should be more shirts out here. You know, we got the America, freedom isn't free, all the America shirts for the 250 thing. And I buy all my t-shirts from like May to August so I can get all the patriotic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But what irritates me is you can only find that stuff in those 3 months. Like, we should be having a patriotic stuff year round. It's America all year, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
but
yeah. Sure is at my house.
Right. I have yet to see a shirt that I'm probably going to have to make my own, and then I'm just going to wear it every damn where. But the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you call when something bad happens? Okay, in the city, not out here. Out here, we just take care of it and use the backhoe. But in the city, when something bad happens, what do you call? You call the guys in blue that carry what? Gun. So why is it not? I personally believe my mantra is it is my responsibility to protect myself, my family, and my property. It's not the police's job.
No.
Protect and serve the gross public safety. That's great. You protect the public, I'll protect me, whether I'm in the public or at home.
Mm-hmm.
It is my responsibility. That's biblical to me.
Yeah.
It is Bible. It is my job as the head of household to protect everybody that I consider to be within my household. Whether we're out at the store shopping for lettuce that's probably going to make us sick, or wherever we happen to be, it's my job. And my tool to do that is attached to me so that I can do my job if the need arises. And people might not like that, but that's my radar for the people I don't want to hang out with.
Yeah, and that is an awesome point, because not only talking about the pew pew thing, but just prepping in general. Everything we do is to protect our families, for families and our communities, and that's the whole purpose of what we do. You know, it's
Right.
not just the self-defense part, but the whole thing. You
The
know,
whole thing.
which the self-defense part is part of that. But
Sure.
okay, Rita had to get her 5 minutes. of thinking.
So go along with the whole protecting and whatnot. I believe the way we were taught when I was a security guard was if you have the capability and training to make a hole, you should have the capability and training to plug a hole.
Absolutely.
We all had to carry tourniquets and we got trained for medical and stuff. We were basic life saving and a few of them got advanced life saving, but we had to be trained to put them down and then keep them alive until the cops got there. Like, we don't just shoot them and let them lay there. Like, that's not justice. I want them to pay for it, and laying there isn't paying for it.
Right.
You should have to get well and then think about it for a while.
Right.
Poor guy.
But yeah, I think the medical side of it.
Vision knows all kinds.
If you carry a pew, then you should be able to fix it, and that goes into the mass casualty stuff too. Like at that shooting, what happened? You have your gun, so you shoot back. He runs off. Well, guess what? You still got possibly 30 people that got hit before he ran off. You need to be able to do something about that once the bad guy left.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you should turn around and go start helping people. And if you don't have the skill set, you're just gonna be like, well, crap. All I brought was a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make
which
a
is
hole.
better than nothing.
Plug
But
it.
yeah, you definitely need to know how to and that's probably you should probably learn that first, actually.
I mean, bad
Because you're
stuff
gonna
happens
use
quite
your-
often at the range. Like, stuff happens. Like your gun malfunctions. You can have a bad day at the range and get hurt by accident. Not even have a shooter and get hurt. You need to know how to, like, what happens if somebody hits the target just wrong and it comes back and hits them. You might need to plug a hole that was completely innocent. Friendly fire is the thing.
And I think Tactical Muffin Top mentioned this last week, that you're going to use your medical skills many, many times more often than you're ever going to use your pew.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
so
Yeah, he
that's
did. He
definitely
did something last week.
and he's a pew kind of guy. So you know,
Right.
Yeah, and first, the first training thing I always tell people who want to get involved in concealed carry and stuff: stop the bleed. That is an awesome class, and you can take it for as low as nothing and as much as $50.
Right.
kitty. Oh, we're talking
Chris
to the
says
kitty.
this is not his
Everybody
cat.
wants
But
to
this
see
is
Amy's
Chris's
kitty.
cat.
Is that Amy's
I
kitty?
thought mine was in the background. I had to look. I was like, wait, because mine are all out here with me.
That is not my cat.
This one has hooked up with Chris. She wants to get in his lap, but he doesn't want her in his lap right now.
That's Chris's baby.
He
We've
says
actually
he's not, but yeah. She chose him.
Oh, yeah. There's a good point Granny just made. I'll also know how to doctor your animals because, hey, they're family too. So, Rip Curl, good to see you. Better late than never.
And just so people that might not know, I got looked at all kinds of weird when I went to the pharmacy at Walmart and asked about sutures. And they're like, why do you need
Why?
sutures? I'm like, to sew up people. They're like, what? They looked at me like
You
I
gotta
was
word
Jeffrey
that different.
Dahmer or something, like I'm sewing up people, or I don't know what they thought. And I was like, I had to give them a scenario. I was like, what if I'm in the woods, like 9 miles up this mountain, and I fall over and jam a tree through my arm or something? I might need to sew something up. We don't sell that to people. I'm like, okay, well, thanks for nothing. But
Yeah.
I did.
What if I'm running from some hick sheriff and have to jump off a cliff and catch myself in a pine tree?
Yeah, exactly. So, I did find a source for sutures that you can buy, the general public can buy without going to like a medical actual place and all this crap. Go to
Animal medical.
Atwoods.
Yeah.
which is just a farm and ranch place. I don't know where all they're at, but Tractor Supply, Atwood.
Yeah, Tractor Supply. We get them at Tractor Supply.
I know at Atwood for a fact.
Yeah, I know that.
You go down the aisle where they have all the ear tags and the ointments for your goats and pigs and cows and stuff. They have little deals that look like saline packs for contacts with a little plastic with a bowl and a little foil on top of it. And you rip the foil off, and there's a suture needle in there with about a foot of string on it. And it's all sterilized and everything. I'm like, sweet. So nice. I did actually find somewhere I can just go and buy it without people looking at me like I'm Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, they might have still been looking at you funny. But
I got people I need to sew up. Okay, get over it.
Right. Well, yeah, we always get looked at like we're half crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, so we've actually reached our hour. We're actually a little bit over. So I will give some final words, and then we'll go to Mark, and then we'll go to Landon, and we'll let Chris and Amy finish it off. So, guys, just learn it. That's all right. Learn a new skill this week. Learn something. Just keep moving forward. Every can you put back, every skill you learn is one step closer to your goal. So just keep doing the things, guys. And we will be on Mark's channel next week this way.
Yep.
And we'll see you there. So make sure you're subscribed to Mark's channel and hit the little bell thing so you get the notification and all that good stuff. So Mark, what you got?
Well, make yourself hard to kill. You ain't dead yet. So tell the ones you love that you love them. And God willing, we'll see y'all here next week. Tell them bye, Landon.
Hey, so I usually just say go train something today. Put on your stuff. I wore mine for an hour. All right. 30 pounds of crap ain't hard to carry until you've worn it for 8 hours. Okay. Next thing, shoot to 50 with your pistol. If you can shoot to 100, I want you to hit anything at 100. There's your task.
Sounds good. Vision's telling Mark go spend some money. So Chris and Amy, take us home.
There you go.
Well, I don't know what to say. If you have a goal, don't stop it just because somebody thinks it's wrong. Finish your goals, If you start something, finish it.
Right.
Yep.
That's great advice. So like I said, everybody, we will see you next week on Mark's channel. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you all next week. Have a good week, everybody.